Are you prepared to be a student? Because most of the times we want to teach, we don't want to learn. To be a student is the highest quality a human being can aspire for. A lot of people come to me for meditation. They have heard of its benefits. They have heard of all the things that it can do for you. And now they want meditation. Most of the time that people come have no idea what meditation is. They think they know what meditation is. Meditation that they have been sort of around is sometimes guided meditation, and they think that that's meditation. It does good, guided meditations or all the meditations that you can find. But if you eventually want to see progress, you have to do meditation that is a little bit more advanced. Before you think you're ready for meditation that is capable of freeing you from your mind, meditation that is capable of making you available to the divine, it's usually best and prudent if you can answer 4 questions to yourself, because it's not an easy path. First question that you must answer: am I thirsty? Do I really want this? Or is this a passing fancy? Everybody's doing meditation, so I will start doing meditation also. It will help if you have some thirst to know who you are, what you're doing on this earth, why did you come here. If you have thirst for God, all of this will help. Why do I say that you need thirst? Because this path of meditation is difficult. And if you don't have the fuel of thirst, you will abandon this. And it's best to do meditation when you're truly thirsty. I'm talking about sincere meditation. Now, I will say one thing, that if you chose tomorrow to every day to sit idly in a room by yourself, didn't even matter if you closed your eyes or not. If you just sat with yourself for half an hour every day, that will help. Might not help as much as meditation, but it will help. Now, if you decide to take a guided meditation for 20-30 minutes and you did that, it will help. But what I am talking about is a very sincere meditation where you are trying to wrestle the control of your soul back from your mind. That meditation practice will require thirst. Come this way only when you're thirsty. Why do I say that? If there was a glass of water sitting here on the table, and you had just had your liter of water, what value does this glass of water have for you? Probably nothing. Now, if you had been in the desert for 7 days and your skin was cracked, your lips were chapped, and your whole being was seeking water, what value does this glass of water have for you? That's what thirst can do for you. Come this way if you're thirsty for God, thirsty to know yourself. Answer this question to yourself honestly. Am I thirsty? I always ask this question up front because there's a small danger. If you were not thirsty and I gave you meditation and you had come see, come saw results, so, and you abandoned meditation after a short period of time, what will happen is one day when you will be really thirsty and somebody will say, try meditation, you will say, oh no, I've tried meditation, it doesn't work for me. So come this way only if you are thirsty. Come only if you're thirsty. Not too many teachers will say this, but this, I'm talking about meditation for sincere seekers. But if you just want to have a relaxation and ease in your life, by all means, do meditation, guided meditations, whatever it is. But this is for the sincere seeker. Answer this question, am I truly thirsty? Second question that also matters is, do I have the willpower? On this path of meditation, on this path of going beyond the confines of your mind, you will fall. You will stumble and you will fall many, many times. It is your willpower that will allow you to get up again and again. It is your willpower that will force your tired bones and tired practices and say, no, I'll practice some more. I'll give it a bit more. I'll give it a bit more. Willpower is needed. Let me put willpower in a different way. For 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you've been living in this body and in this mind. You've been living on this island. Today you feel a desire to see what's out there in the ocean. Ocean is beckoning you, calling you. It's calling your name. Come, sail in my open seas. You want to go there. So what do? You cut down a couple of trees because you live on this island. You make a little raft, and then you even carve a couple of oars, and you say, I am coming, ocean, I am coming. So what do? You put your raft into the ocean, and you say, you start rowing. But you forgot you were on an island. You row, but then there's waves coming in. You row and the waves push you back. You row some more and the waves push you right back to where you started again. You row again, but the waves. It's very easy to give up, to break free from all these waves coming in. It will require willpower. Willpower is the ability to stay in the water. I will not leave my raft and call it a day and say, okay, I tried, I couldn't do it, thank you very much. Willpower is to stay in the water and observe. Soon you will realize that, hey, when the waves come, maybe I can just relax. I will rest my body. Allow the wave to gently go below me. And the moment the wave is by me, I will row. And then if another wave is coming, I'll gently watch it, just gently go over it. And then row some more. Your willpower is your ability to stay in the water. Eventually, you figure out that not only are these waves much more manageable now by just waiting when they've gone. When the waves go and touch the shore, sometimes there's a little wave that comes back which can help me. Staying in the water, you learn the ways of the water. Staying when everything is telling you don't meditate gives you what we call a knack for meditation. You become capable of falling into meditation. Willpower is needed. When everybody is saying, let's go to a nightclub, let's go party, we have a party to go to, you go to people's house, but you find a way to meditate. That's willpower. This willpower is needed to overcome lifelong programming of not meditating, of not committing. Willpower is necessary. Ask yourself a question: do I have the willpower? Obviously, the answer has to be yes. And if you don't have the answer yes, and you can't answer it, then you're not ready for it yet. Come back when your thirst is such that willpower has no way but to yield to your thirst. Third question that you must answer: am I prepared to be sincere? What is sincerity? Sincerity is to stand back from your conduct and honestly judge it for what it is. To stand away and look at your actions. Say, were my actions worthy of where I want to go? Were the words coming out of my mouth, were they worthy of who I want to be? Not only that, now you have to be sincere and capable of seeing your own thoughts. Saying, was that thought worthy of divine residence in me? I am seeking God's to come and reside in this. But I have thoughts that are not worthy of me, that are not worthy of creating an atmosphere in here that will allow for divine habitation. You have to decide that, and you have to be your own, basically, judge of your own actions. You have to have this ability to stand back. Now, sincerity have two different poles. I find this is where a lot of times people fail. One side, they have this, what can I do? I made a mistake. I'm a human being. Human beings are bound to make a mistake. What can I do? I made a mistake. I'm going to make mistakes. This attitude, while understandable, but is not very helpful. To give yourself a pass like that will not achieve anything on this path. All it does is allows you an excuse for every time you skip meditation or you have wrong thoughts or judgmental thoughts, etc., etc. You have to have this ability to say, no, I made a mistake. How did the mistake happen? It happened because of this reason or that reason. I will not allow that mistake to be done again. I know what my mind did to me to make that mistake. I see it, I will not allow it again. There is this type of sincerity that has to be brought in. On another scale, somebody could be oblivious to their own conduct. That is also not acceptable. You have to stand on guard with all deepest sincerity, because if you want progress, you have to stand there as a guard and say, I need to fix this. That ability to be sincere with yourself matters. Are you prepared to be sincere? Sincerity is your highest virtue here. It is what allows you progress. It is what allows you what does not give you shobha. It's an Indian word. What it does not give you grace. It does not give you grace. Your ability to judge your own deeds, words, and thoughts. Not blaming, just standing there, understanding the ground that where these thoughts came from and these words came from, and saying, do they help me? Do they serve me? Without blaming, changing. Part of meditation is becoming more and more awake to your own conduct, to start refinement process. Am I prepared to be sincere? Answer that question. Fourth question. Am I prepared to be a student? Most of us think we already know. If you already know, then you know. Nothing new can be added on to you. You must be a student and say, I want to learn. A student is prepared to listen without judgment. Even if they know about the subject, just the way somebody else might explain it might give you some more understanding from a different angle. Remain a student. Are you prepared to be a student is a major thing, because most of the times we want to teach. We don't want to learn. To be a student is the highest quality a human being can aspire for. Especially in these matters where you are trying to go beyond mind. How can your mind tell you what you know when you are trying to go beyond mind? You are going to go with meditation where the mind cannot go. You're going to go and touch a land, a realm, a space where mind cannot travel, where the words cannot go, so where the thoughts cannot travel. So you have to understand that maybe this realm of meditation and going beyond, maybe I don't know. Are you prepared to be a student to learn that? And are you prepared to follow some guidelines? To be a student, I also say, don't just follow anybody. Look around, ask around. But once you find a teacher that you trust, then give them little bit of your trust. Allow them enough space to earn your trust more. Only in that space can you grow. Only in that space can meditation happen to you. Answer this question to yourself. Am I prepared to be a student? Obviously, answer to all four of these questions have to be yes. Not kamsi kamsa yes, resounding yes. Only then you are prepared to go on an odyssey of meditation. Meditation through which you're seeking your innermost core, your innermost God, where you might be introduced to your soul. That meditation. Answer these four questions and then go on a journey of meditation.